Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you,
was
Julie.
your line, but you were still
Oh, I'm
typing
sorry.
and
I am
fussing.
I'm wearing my red because of the Cardinals.
You want to look good for your mom.
And for my mom.
I get it.
So happy Mother's Day to everybody, including you, Julie, and thank you for joining us here on NBC 21. I am Mark Zinn.
And I am Julie Love. A new House bill hasn't made the floor yet, but that hasn't stopped Missouri reps from sponsoring this bill. House Bill 607 specifies that a person who intentionally targets a law enforcement officer shall be guilty of a Class A felony. Now, if this bill passes, the offender shall not be eligible for parole or conditional release for 10 years. Missouri Representative Justin Hill wanted to make this bill in order to have a better understanding on what targeting an officer really means.
And Missouri State Highway Patrol is taking over the investigation there.
Back here at home, the St. Joseph Parents as Teachers program has found a way to share its recipe for success with other communities. The group is part of a larger organization called the Missouri Parents as Teachers Association, or MOPATA. The association provides a network where parent educators across the state can learn from one another. That's where St. Joe comes in. Local parent educators are documenting their home visits so colleagues in smaller communities can use them as an example. All right, and you know, there's no debate on whether or not this is good weather or not this weekend.
It's been a great weekend weather-wise. Started on Friday. Friday was a top 10 day.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Okay.
Now, yesterday was a little windy, a little warm. Today, obviously, a little warmer, too.
Good evening. It is a Friday night and a weekend. Thanks for watching us here on NBC 21. I'm Bob Heater.
And I'm Julie Love. Yesterday, we told you of the decision by the Buchanan County prosecutor to not file charges in that shooting death of Jason Fanning by a St. Joseph police officer. Today, the police released the dash cam footage of that incident that resulted in the death of Fanning after he was shot by Officer Justin Beaver. Take a look in the footage. A female ride-along, Brenda Fletchall, is seen walking in front of the camera as Fanning's Mustang drives backwards. Fletchall retreats as shots are fired into the driver's side of the Mustang through the windshield. Then a large tree limb falls on the police cruiser.
And that dash cam recorded the 30 seconds prior to Officer Beaver activating his patrol vehicle lights, but it did not record Beaver's approach to the vehicle or the first 30 seconds of audio. Later in the video, more officers arrive on the scene pulling first aid kits.
Her in the book bag, and then he came all the way down here. Spider-Man? Like Spider-Man.
I don't know, I wouldn't go that far, I guess.
But to this little boy, now reunited with his best friend, there was no truer hero.
Wow, that is quite the story, isn't it?
When the firefighter fell, even trying to get to
and that guy, I'll go right down the side of the old bridge here. Hey, we have a bit of an announcement tonight. Actually, it's this is your final full-time newscast here on NBC 21. But you're not going away. You're not going away completely for the weekdays where we're used to having you.
I'm not going to be your sidekick anymore.
I know. We're going to have Megan Miller.
We're
going to have Megan Miller, who you've seen for several nights here filling in. And Megan's going to become our full-time co-anchor here.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what are you going to do?
I'm going to be behind the scenes. You know, the news business changes all the time. Well, I'm going to be behind the scenes a little bit, and then I'm going to venture and do kind of a lifelong dream. I'm going to go and try to attempt to teach the next generation how to be news reporters in this day and age.
On the college level.
On the college level.
Well, you've been teaching college at Missouri Western for a while.
Yes, I have been adjunct, and that was English. This is journalism. Of course, we all know that's not English, but it's.
Make sure you feed us some good young reporters.
Oh,
okay?
Of course.
Just feed them this way.
I'll be around. You'll see
them.
me, and I'll be here to pick on you.
Love you, little sister, and.
I know, partner.
So, it's kind of tough.
I know. It's been great. You're still my bud. I won't get a punch anymore.
I know. All right. Thanks for being with us tonight
Don't
here on
cry.
NBC
You're gonna make
20.
me
I'm
cry.
not.
I'm not.
It's just the rain.
It's the lights.
It's the lights.
I
Thanks for
love
being
you
with
too.
us. Have a great weekend,
Good
everybody.
night. Republican David Bolander has won in Buchanan County. Now, Bolander has practiced law for nearly 20 years, focusing on family law cases. He's also been a part-time municipal judge at the St. Joseph Municipal Court for the last 5 years. Belander won the Buchanan County by a little more than 4,000 votes, but Andrew County results have not yet been released. Now that could change things just a little bit, and both parties are abuzz, as we just heard. Now we just heard that a Democrat won one race, and Megan Miller is live at the Democratic headquarters. Megan, what's that room feel like? Well, we have another new winner.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
And
Standing
Alex
by.
has snagged him out of the party.
He's over at the Republican Party over at the Paradox down here in downtown. Now, we have David Bolander. He's the Republican that ran against Gary Myers in the Circuit Judge Court Division 2. Does look like Bolander, with 100% precincts reporting, did pull away with that race at 55.74% to Gary Myers at 44.08%. So we definitely have a winner. Again, another Republican winning. We're going to come to him a little bit later in this segment.
He's like he's getting his setup all set up.
I know. Set up all set up. He's a busy guy out there. Well, let's move on to the U.S. Senate race in Missouri, and it looks likely to go late into the evening. At this point, Republican Roy Blunt leads the Democrat.
Or Brittany Potter.
Well, it might be a whirlwind of political, but it's definitely calm weather outside. Goodness. Well, but we might need a little jacket.
Yeah, that might be true the day after Election Day. Let's get over to Chris Johansson in the Storm Tracker Weather Center. No votes, 49,148, or 33.9%.
All right, coming up, Christian will take a final look at that midweek weather, and election night coverage continues. We'll have a recap of the presidential and some more of our popular local races. Stay with us.
Sing it now with me.
And back here at home, 376 students have taken the rite of passage and become alumni to Central High School. The 150th graduating class is the first of the 3 public schools in today's events at the Civic Arena. This group of Indians received more than $65 million in scholarships. Incredible. It was the first graduating class of the school principal, Deborah Stevens, but her predecessor, Dr. Marley Williams, was also in attendance after returning to the district as the assistant superintendent last year. Later tonight, we'll hear more from the graduates from Central as well as Lafayette and Benton. They will conclude today. Plus, we had another news press reporter at other area graduations, so stay tuned. Coming up, the Royals and Cards were back in action today, but how are those games going? Brandon Zinner will be in the studio with those scores and more in the world of sports.